Where'd your name come from?
Well, I got the Palmetto from, being from the Palmetto state. And, like the fresh just mean fresh sound, fresh energy, fresh face. I feel like I do represent South Carolina.
Now, where are you from?
Charleston, South Carolina, 843.
What's your opinion of the state of rap music right now in South Carolina?
I feel like it's not really a lot of outlets for the music to be heard. Like it's almost like a third world country almost. Like we gotta go to other cities to, find a platform to be heard. You got a lot of artists that's doing their thing, but they not being heard outside the state.
Now, give me a tour of the city of Charleston for someone that's never been there before. Let's start with the food. Favorite food spot in the city?
I'm gonna have to go with Bertha's Kitchen. They do soul food. If you want a good soul food spot, a lot of celebrities that come to town go to Bertha's. Get cobblers and cornbread, collard greens, and stuff like that.
Now, what about the nightlife?
Nightlife, you pretty much want to go downtown in the city, Market Street, King Street. They got a lot of like bars and clubs down there you might want to hit up. Wet Willie's down there. Privé, you got a lot of spots downtown. You want to go downtown Charleston. The tourist section, pretty part of the city.
Privé, is that your favorite nightclub out there?
I wouldn't say my favorite. I would say like Wasabi. It's a spot called Wasabi. Be popping on Saturday night. Got a nice little selection in there.
Now, what about strip club? Favorite strip club in the city?
Jaguars. Had to say Jaguars.
Now, any other spots you would recommend someone first time in Charleston to go see or visit? We talked about the food a little bit, the nightlife a little bit.
Right. We got like the Tanga outlet. If you want to go shopping and stuff like that, we got the Tanga outlet out there. We got a lot of historic places you can go to. We got Yorktown. City got a lot of history, And now they made like the Emmanuel AME Church, like, it's kind of like a tourist spot now because of the people who got killed in there, them 9 people.
Now, every lingo in a city is different.
Right.
Atlanta has their own lingo.
Right.
Chicago has their own lingo. Miami.
Right.
What are some words, phrases, terms one might hear in the city of Charleston?
Boy, look, yeah. Like we got our own, like, it's Geechee. You know what I'm saying? Gullah roots down there. You got, we talk kind of crazy. Like a lot of people don't understand us when we talk. You know what I'm saying? It's different,
Can you break some of those terms down that you just said?
The boy look yeah is almost like look what I got, or you know what I'm saying, I got this, check this out. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, but look, yeah, I got this new da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So like that, and then we got what else we got? Got a lot of different. Ain't really coming to mind because it ain't like I'm in a general conversation. You know what I'm saying? So it'll come out in the interview though.
Now, what about as far as any events? Does Charleston have anything significant event-wise someone might want to go check out? Like, for instance, in New Orleans, they got Mardi Gras. That's a big deal
right.
out there.
We got Palmetto Festival every year, dealing with, like, the arts. We got, they do, like, this big New Year's thing every year on the Yorktown ship. Ship just sit in, like, the Charleston Harbor. They do like this big like New Year's thing every year. You know what I'm saying? Them some things you really want to check out. It'd be like 1,800 people on that boat.
Now let's take it back a little bit. What type of student were you in school?
I was always good in English, because I like to write and stuff like that. Other classes ain't really paid too much attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Dropped out of school. But then I went back later on to, get my diploma and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So proud about that. But at the time, you know, you had a lot of freedom in school, so you go from teachers telling you need to be here, be there, to just being able to walk on and off campus, you know, like you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was driving so since 9th grade, so on and off campus.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
My first job was actually at Miyabi's. Used to be called Kyoto. They do hibachi food. That was my first job, and then after that, got into like remodeling and interior, exterior remodeling and stuff like that.
Any crazy customer stories dealing with any of those jobs?
It was one, we was working in this lady's house, and one of the guys put her mattress up like on the wall and didn't put it back, so she was upset about that shit when she got back, and her shit wasn't how she found it, you know. She was a little upset about that. Irate customer.
What's the worst thing you put your parents through?
Getting locked up. Mama finding half a pound of weed, and you know, in the garage. Like, why is she even looking in the garage? You know, she had find that shit. You know, just getting in trouble, man. I say that's the worst. Just having to call home, collect and shit like that. You know, putting her through that shit. You know.
What's your message to the youth?
Message to the youth: be yourself. You know, don't try to be nobody else. Just be yourself. Be real. People gonna feel your vibe if you real. You know.
Now let's talk music a little bit. What do you hate the most about the music industry?
I feel like a lot of people ain't genuine, man. You know, like while the camera's on, you know, they'll say this and that, but when the camera's cut off, it'd be on some other little fake shit. You know, I ain't really with that. So pretty much stay to myself, my team, you know. We gon' grind to get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we hard workers, so it'll pay off.
Top 3 things you need in the studio.
Top 3 things. I need a heartbeat. I need a heartbeat. Need the Hennessy. And something to write with, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how these new schoolers be on their phone and stuff like that, but I don't really. I gotta write mine down.
Craziest studio story, if you have one.
Almost had to fuck a dude up. The studio dude had like this little rifle in there. Was saying we was getting too rambunctious in the studio and shit like that, but you know, that's how we rock. Like, if I pay my money, you know, just let me do me. That was like the craziest, cause you know, like we cool now, but you know, at the time, you know, I had one fuck dog up, but everything good now. I thought about it. More mature now.
What's the realest song you ever wrote so far in your whole catalog?
Realest song? I wrote a song about death, like me being dead, but like narrating the story, like what's going on, and you know, how it would be at my funeral, you know. Just different incidents. Like, I'm dead, but I'm walking you through, you know, what's going on. Like, my homeboy's ready to roll on whoever did something to me. Mama just, she going back in my old room looking in there and I ain't there, you know, just shit like that. I think that's like the realest song because, like, you know, I dug deep to write that one.
What are your keys to success?
Keys to success. Don't really depend on nobody to give you nothing, cause ain't nobody gonna hand you shit. Like, you gotta work for what you want, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, like, people will help you if you helping yourself. You know, motherfuckers just think shit gonna get handed to them like on the platter. That shit don't work like that. You gotta work for that shit, like, if you want it, you know what I'm saying?
So what you got going on right now?
Right now, I'm promoting Gangsta Grow. I got with DJ Drama. It's called Welcome to Dodge City. Dodge City is actually the nickname for our hood in Charleston. You know, Hazelwood Drive, west side of Charleston. You know what I'm saying? Shit real. It's basically an introduction to me, to the people. We pushing that right now. We had to slow up for a minute because we got partners who got legal issues, who part of the team. We had to make sure they were straight. So now that we got all that back on track and they about to touch down, you know, we building up the momentum to go back at it and promote it. I also got I'm featuring on a single with a rapper named Bumpy J. He from Charleston as well. It's called Jelly. It's like a strip club anthem. Working on that right now. That's about it, man. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can check out videos on YouTube, everything. /Palmetto Fresh at Palmetto Fresh, you know what I'm saying?